guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back on our YouTube account 41-8 and we are looking at the Cursed Realm. So the Cursed Realm is actually something that I've covered quite a bit. A lot of players have asked for some new or updated videos on the Cursed Realm. Right now guys, we are dealing with the Grotesque Mage. A lot of players absolutely hating him. Now this one is actually kind of unique because when you look at the challenges, you only have to face one opponent. Now some of these team dynamics do have you face multiple opponents. You actually have a whole entire group team of 5 that you're fighting against versus your team of 5. So it does change up the dynamic a little bit when it comes within the Cursed Realm. So I'm going to run through the 6 teams. Making 6 teams can be incredibly hard. I know a lot of players that struggle with 3 and 4 teams. Even in the campaign, when you start getting into 5 teams can be incredibly hard. But at this point, guys, with the Grotesque Mage, you need 6 teams. Now, another thing you can also utilize is we do have this formation function. You can look at some of the top performing players, see exactly where they ranked and then copy the formations. But this results in using some heroes or possibly using some heroes that you do not own or you do not have built out. So again, I would go through, I would build the best formations that you can, and that's exactly what I do. There might be 1 or 2 holes that I have to fill in, maybe even a couple in a team, but I'm going to go down, we're going to break down all of the 6 teams, exactly why they are super, super strong, and the reason that we really use them. So the first one we have in here, and again, the team dynamics are kind of unique, is Raku. Raku, we know normal attacks do an incredible amount of damage when it comes to AFK Arena and when it comes to the hero itself. Grez is up here to do damage, but also for the minions. The minions that are up here, very powerful. We have Entendre in the back. We have Leica for the haste and for the debuff. Remember, Falx is going to confine a target. I believe Falx is going to confine Leica within this one. We have a bunch of these heroes kind of max out. And then the twins, of course, with their ultimate ability. But in here, you don't get to cast your ultimate ability. But this team, especially with the linking between Grez and Raku, will really amplify the damage in here. So the second team, we are focusing on Oden and keeping Oden alive. We have Mishka in here, who of course is going to use her shielding and healing ability. We know Oden is again going to be the primary damage dealer in here. We have Helos for some energy and also for some shielding. And then we have Estrilda in here, who is going to be a buffer, both the attack and defense, because of the enemy staying behind this line. Also Mishka, I believe she has the ability to mark the target, allowing it to do a little bit more damage. Now within the third group, this one's kind of interesting because looking at this, the 2 biggest damage dealers right within here is Zolrath and Trina. Trina, I know I do have to build out quite a bit higher. I really never focus on building her, but they are the 2 main damage dealers in here. And the thought between this one is you have to keep Eron locked down. If he does have the opportunity to ult, he will do the frozen ice wind tornado. And just crowd control a ton of your heroes. So we have Queen in here with the lockdown. We have Scrag in here, which of course is going to provide us some attack. It is going to provide us some damage reduction and also some energy if we are on the enemy side. Warwick in here, of course, as a really big debuffer. Zolrath, I need to build out a little bit, guys. A lot of players don't realize that the 3 of 9 Zolrath is kind of required for the ability. If you build Zolrath to that 9 of 9, he does incredibly well when it comes to damage. It is really a big damage amplifier on there. And then also if you do the engraving, it adds a lot more damage for Zolrath itself. Trina is the same. Trina, with the damage dealers, they have to be built to really maximize the damage. There are a couple abilities that she picks up with a higher signature item, with furniture, and then of course with engraving that can really make her and amplify the damage that we have with this team comp. Looking at our next one, guys, of course we have Ainz. This one, again, a little bit different. We have Rain in here for the buff. We have Albedo in here for the defense and the attack boost. Belinda is utilized within this formation to go ahead and amplify the damage that Ainz is going to do. So her blessing will actually go on Ainz. Again, if you have Belinda built up a little bit higher, she can actually do a magic reduction on the target, which amplifies the damage, similar to what Rain does. And then, of course, Arthur. Arthur is going to be the tank. Between Arthur and Albedo, we really need to hold Damon on the enemy side to kind of keep him away from the targets on this side. Within Team 5, this again is kind of an interesting formation. You have Isabella doing quite a bit of damage. You have Saurus in here. Saurus, of course, with the plus 30 signature item, is going to go ahead and heal the team. We have Hodgkin in here for crowd control, and he is a really solid buffer. Interesting enough, guys, you can see Nemitsu in here. Now, one of Nemitsu's abilities provides haste for another hero, which is where it comes in. So providing haste up here to Moriel. As you can see, we do have Moriel built out really well. Amplifying the damage that she does. She is the primary damage dealer in this one. Even though you do have Saurus within this formation, she is really the damage dealer within here. No, Isabella is the damage dealer in here. I was just thinking, Isabella is insane when it comes to damage. I'm getting my formations confused. Isabella does an incredible amount of damage in here, which is the one that you really want to focus on when you're building these out. And then the final one, interesting combination with this as well. Tresnar, I need to have him built out quite a bit. I could probably have possibly another formation in here that works just as well. But Tresnar, of course, when you have his engraving, when you have him fully built out, he has a big damage mitigation factor. We have Silas in here. Again, I need some engraving on Silas to go ahead and do the 10% damage reduction. But looking here, guys, the two main damage dealers is Lucretia, and then Isolde is the second one. You have to keep them alive. Isolde needs time to scale. If he can scale, does an incredible amount of damage. And interesting enough, again, Tassie is within this formation. Tassie will actually do an attack rating reduction as the Grotesque Mage continues to get stronger. She will do a damage reduction factor, which again is pretty cool to really try to keep him under wraps. So let's go ahead. We're going to begin the battle. I'm going to run it through one time. So again, right there, we seen Leica went right into the confine, and then Raku is just absolutely destroying targets, guys. He's a hero again. We do have to get built up a little bit higher, but looking at our damage, guys, we're at about 3 billion. I think it's about 3 billion damage at this point. When Leica is up, Leica will also do the debuff on the target. So 3.4 billion right there. Second one, of course, is based on Oden. Since we got Mishka to that 60 engraving, you can see the shields, the yellow shields that are coming up on all of the targets. Very, very cool factor in here that we needed. This formation, I believe, without Mishka will not be half as effective because of the healing factors. And of course, guys, there is a really big RNG factor when it comes to these formations. So 1.5 billion there. And look at the absolute invade team that we got right here, guys. Remember, if Iran is on this side, not as effective as being on the other side because of that. You have to keep Iran locked on one side or he is just going to destroy you with the crowd control that he throws out right there. Which is the reason I feel like we need these heroes to be built up a little bit. Of course, Ainz and Belinda back here. Looking right in the back, guys. Damon is just being held between the combination of Albedo and Arthur. You have to try to keep them up. You can also see the aura between all these three that is provided from Arthur, allowing him to just maximize damage, guys. We're at 3 billion damage already, which is incredible. 3.2 billion damage on that one. This one again, Isabella. You can see we dropped the flag right there that Hodgkin provides. And then we have totems back here. If Nemitsu is built up a little bit, you see Arthur, due to his survivability and being a tank, he is only fighting off totems. That is right, guys. He is literally just fighting off the totems. He doesn't do enough damage to actually kill out any of the totems, resulting in another 2 billion damage here. And then, of course, we have Tresnar and we have Tassie. And then Silas trying to keep everybody alive as the Grotesque Mage damage starts going through the roof. It's very, very difficult when he starts getting these enraged infect. He just keeps doing more and more damage. That last team again with Tresnar, I feel like Tresnar has to be built out a little bit, but we got 14.2, which is, or 12.9. We were 14.2 is still the best that we did. So we do have 8 more attempts, guys. Once you get the team set, once you get them all geared, once you get them ready to go through here, you can just challenge it again. If you do the auto battle, it actually takes forever because you're running through 6 single teams. So you can actually begin the battle and then you can just complete the battle and see exactly new record right there. So we got to the 12. I know we do have 4 days left, but I try to stay at least usually around the top 10, usually top 20 or less. which yields me some incredible rewards. We really want to pick up some Stargazer cards, and if we can, some time emblems to continue to build out the heroes. One of the surprising things is I looked through a couple teams in the leaderboard. I didn't see anyone running Thane. I thought Awakened Thane, you can see some players do run a Laro in here, but I thought that overall we were going to see a dominance of Thane within here, which doesn't seem to be the case. Again, I went through a couple different players. I didn't see Thane out in formations. Even there's Oku, the trial version of Oku, especially because with Thane just coming out, you had the opportunity to run the trial version within there, meaning that you could have a free, fully maxed out Thane, which I thought a lot of players would do. But all right, guys, so that'll do it. I hope it helps the team comps, guys. Even if you can build 2 or 3 of the team comps with the heroes that you possess, for 1 or 2 battles, doing incredibly well will make a big difference where you land on the leaderboard. So let me know in the comments what you guys think, and as always, thank you guys for watching.